Is this the fucking mic? This is exactly what I should be doing.
What's up, and welcome to this week's episode of The Drop, your weekly source for all things NFT and crypto art, as well as upcoming drops by notable people in the Mograph industry. I'm Matt Milstead. Joining us today, as always, is Dave Koss and David Ariew and EJ Hassenfratz. What's up?
Hello.
Welcome to our futuristic drop zone.
This is where dope.
Sorry,
I want this to be an actual space.
This took me a whole
metaverse. We're
like
in the metaverse
30
right
minutes
now.
to do. I wish I could have spent more time on this. I literally took the set and threw some textures on it and hoped for the best. So
It's beautiful.
You just learned Cinema 4D the other day.
yesterday, yeah.
All right, let's see what we got.
Drops.
Let me go. Yes. Okay. Cool. Let's knock out the normal drops from Nifty Gateway and Maker's Place. Today, the 25th of October, Boss Logic is doing a drop today, which is very exciting. Boss Logic is an awesome artist. I absolutely love
all the drawings for sure.
And this is on Spooky Gateway.
Spooky Gateway. So stupid.
Yes. Here we go.
I mean, a lot of the drops are only if you have one of his pieces, and sadly, I sold mine for way too cheap. I think I sold it for like $1,000 more than I made it back in like March or something, and then a week after, it blew up to being worth like 15 grand or 20 grand or something. But you know,
dang it,
they got one piece for $555. Is that an open edition?
Yeah, that's open.
Okay, cool. There you go.
I mean, yeah, I expect there to be like thousands of editions purchased. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if that doubled or tripled in value.
Right.
I wouldn't expect like 10x or do anything crazy, but yeah.
Right, but still, yeah. Yep. Ooh, man, the work that he's got. Oh, so pretty.
What are you looking at right now?
I'm actually looking. Like... Well, so the stuff that I gave you on the link here, put this up because this is better.
Is it where it says grab a piece here?
No. So just look in the link that I put in the chat. Like they finally posted the stuff on Nifty Gateway.
Oh, okay.
You know,
nice.
And like the work is gorgeous. So do you have to own some of his work to be able to enter?
For the drawings, yes.
Wait, user must own one Nifty, but is that of Boss Logic's Nifty?
On several. No. Any Nifty. For denial, it's any Nifty. It says, like, if you scroll down, it'll tell you if you can enter or not. Do you see where you scroll down? It says your total available entries 1 for me. And then for anger, I cannot enter because I don't have any of his. Several of these require Boss Logic.
Okay. And when do these drop? What time?
But the last two, the reader and empty boxes, those are other ones where you can enter.
I can. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. Edition of 10, $1,500. Yeah, that sounds like a good one to go for right there.
Sure. All right. I'm definitely gonna get a jump on this. That's awesome.
Who else we got?
Okay, cool. That was Boss Logic. That's today. Tomorrow, I've got Arctic House and Julius Horsthrop.
Horsthuis.
Models?
Julius Horsthuis is like the best fractal artist that there is.
It's gorgeous. Like the previews of
this actually kind of pisses me off because I was gonna do this actual project. It was gonna be Artec House with me and NYC NFT. I was creating one of my mirror boxes, and it was their Artec House has several 20K projectors for each wall. So it's like a fully immersive experience. And I actually built it out and did all the renderings. And then they pulled the plug because they didn't think they had enough time. And it's like, bro, I already did the work. Like, you have enough time. Like, I don't know.
That sucks.
Whatever. I'm going to do something with them later on. But yeah, it's a bit of a bummer.
God, that's so pretty.
Real pretty stuff. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Julius is amazing. Like, I've been following his work for years and years and years.
Yeah. See, David, this is why you need to be doing the drop. Because you know all this information.
You got plenty of time, right?
Yeah. Right. Okay, and then the 27th, a couple of drops. We've got Jonathan Wolf. Jonathan Wolf does these fun little, like, I don't know, like they look like kids sketches, and like he did a previous one that looked like Play-Doh things and stuff. It was pretty neat. So There's that one. Also, that same day, BD White is doing a drop. This one looked really cool. You get your typical
Space
character.
I love that.
So
I love the water.
Fluid Sims.
Oh. Paul.
What?
Paul. Okay, remind me, because Paul's still in our chat, and he's like, "Hey, just dropping this one in here." Yeah, shilling it.
Oh, that's funny. All right,
That's
cool.
funny.
Self-taught
What are you gonna say?
Yeah. I was just talking about the Fluid Sims looking good.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
So that's the 27th. On the 28th, Crypto Cubes.
Yeah, Crypto Cubes.
Crypto Cubes. So it's a whole bunch of different artists.
This guy, so Crypto Cubes has been around since before Beeple. And the guy who made it, his name is Han, and he's actually one of the people that bid on my Immortalis piece. He bid 33 ETH. And so I had a call with him the other day. Dude, so he also bought Beeple's Time magazine piece in June or July. I can't remember which, but that's when the market was really dipped. So he was super smart to buy it then for like 350 grand. And then he just flipped it a couple of weeks ago for 2.5 mil.
Yeah.
So like, dude is making some really smart moves. And I talked to him, and it's crazy. He used to be homeless.
Really?
Wow. He's gone from being homeless to multimillionaire thanks to NFTs. Isn't that insane?
Wow. I would love to have a conversation and talk about that.
He convinced me to do, I was going to do this Motion Plus Design collab drop on Super Rare, but I didn't have time. But he's like so into the project, he convinced me. He was like, dude, if you do this drop, you've got a buyer. So,
that's cool.
so I'm going to try and squeeze it in. In November. Yeah.
That's kind of a given. You got to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that's Crypto Cubes. That's on the 28th.
But yeah, essentially, Crypto Cubes was originally like a collection on OpenSea that now has like a 10 ETH floor. But this is like the third collab that he's done with Nifty, where artists come together with him and create art that goes on the cubes, essentially.
Yeah.
I love the variety
like
of
that.
like styles there too.
Yeah, totally.
DK and Miguel Garist. 2D, 3D,
I recognize
video.
there too. Who did I see particular? Who was it? Not that. No. Norlander.
I love Norlander's work.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's 28th. On the 29th, 33. It's another collection of, I believe, a curated collection. Is that correct?
Yeah,
David?
33 is like a big collector, and so this is probably like what King of Midtown did, where it's he's ushering certain artists that he's a fan of into the space and doing a collection of their work. Yeah.
Yep. So look out for that, and then on the 30th is dat.xyz.
Dat XYZ though.
Dat XYZ though.
So, and I'm curious to know what this is. Like, I just see a little teaser on their Twitter, where they're, oh, that's right. Dat.xyz does these really cool little what are they? It's like they're like petri dishes almost. This is stupid that I'm not signed in to Twitter, so I can't look at his Twitter on this computer. This is stupid.
So what is the?
But
are they defacing?
Click
something?
on the person's name, the user's handle.
Well, I will, but I'm so interested in this video.
Or are they gonna like
here?
paste something else on there?
Yeah, he's pasting his own stuff over it, but it's like this gigantic like petri dish type thing, and I don't know if they're actual if it's actual photography or if it's
Where are
3D.
you guys finding all these videos? This is on Nifty Gateway's Twitter. I'm not seeing them.
No, I do. I go before the show. I go and I search every single person who
that's good.
is being dropped.
Nice.
It's interesting though, because like Matt talks about, half the time they have a little promo, but it doesn't show off anything having to do with what they're doing, and it's so hard to know. Like what do I want to buy? What am I going to buy here? It's like you got to be on board with the artist before, or else you just don't know what it is.
Yeah, totally.
So
that's the 30th. So click on that person's name. Click on dat.xyz, and then you'll see some of these. Okay. Yeah, if you scroll down, you see these like really cool petri dish looking things, you know. And I have a feeling that's what this is, you know.
Is that like a real petri dish?
I don't know.
Like
I don't know if it's real, if it's 3D or something. But it's cool. I like it. I think it's neat.
I've got something to shill.
Sure.
Shill
it up.
I just sent a link to this tweet, but so it's Paris Hilton talking about Chelsea's art.
Oh, nice.
Because Chelsea is her art is currently in an auction at Sotheby's. Sotheby's released Sotheby's Metaverse, and this is like, it's a collection. So they invited a bunch of collectors to bring some of their favorite pieces to be auctioned off. So it's like almost like a secondary sale type deal. But this is ending tomorrow, actually. And there's a ton of cool art in this. This is the second time they've done this natively digital thing. But this time it's wrapped in this Sotheby's Metaverse platform. So it's pretty sweet.
Super dope.
That's cool.
Nice. Do you have more? Or we get to the end of them already? I don't know where we're at, Matt.
No. Now we're gonna move over to Maker's Place. There was 2 drops.
We haven't done Maker's Place.
Yeah, 2 drops. Amir H. Falah. It's a like kind of a like collage of pop culture and Western art type stuff. It's kind of neat. I like this one. This one gets dropped tomorrow on the 26th.
Cool.
So that one's pretty neat. And then on the 27th, Lumi is doing a thing called Future Form. This one's interesting. It's like, I don't know, as I was watching it, this gave me like, so I don't know, when I took my humanities course, you know, in college, they talked a lot about art, and they said art is supposed to invoke a feeling, you know. And I was watching this video, and man, it made me really sick. like it gave me like crazy vertigo and stuff like that watching it. I don't know if it has to do with the editing or whatever's going on, but it definitely did invoke a feeling, you know, which was kind of vertigo sickness, motion sickness because of the editing. But I don't know. This stuff looks pretty. Anyway, that's all I got on that.
How about let's show Paul's as well while we're in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh boy. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are just like throwing stuff in the chat.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm keeping track. We're good.
I have two hen drops.
Okay.
Well, here's Paul's.
Yes.
We're gonna, Paul's.
What's this? The short film where if you buy all 3, you get a bonus.
Yeah, you get your own robot.
It's a choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure.
Right.
Yeah.
You get to choose the ending. That's such a cool concept.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Has anyone bought all 3 yet?
It's funny.
I think there's been a couple who have bought all 3. Yeah.
Awesome.
Chelsea was trying to convince me to finish up my Love in the Time of Space Invaders animation because I only did half of it. And then she was like, "What if you at the end did a choose your own adventure thing?" And then like 3 days later, Paul, unveils his drop and it's like, "Oh, that concept's been taken."
That's funny.
Not that you can't,
Yeah, I was gonna say you can still do it.
I mean,
like you can only have one choose your own adventure book.
Right.
Yeah, true story.
One has to involve the butt trumpet horse.
That's
like the horse of the apocalypse.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be the Deus Ex Machina that comes down from the sky and saves everyone. The butt trumpet.
That's funny.
What trumpet?
All right. Where are we at?
We are at Ryan Summers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Ryan Summers
did,
minted his first NFT.
He did, which is pretty cool.
We had this on the list. Good. He actually was chatting with us this morning. Yeah. Yep. But he's working on some more as well.
He's just gone full 2D. He used to be like
kind
of 3D guy, and now he's like so into drawing. This is amazing, actually.
Dude, the animation tools in Procreate are incredible.
Yeah, they are
so
great.
Amazing. Like I needed to do a little illustration for a client, and I was like, I could do this in After Effects, but it'd take me way too long. You know, I don't want them to think that I've actually done the work, you know? And so like the onion skinning and everything in Procreate, and just being able to do, add frame, boom, add frame, boom, add frame, you know, and you're able to quickly just sketch something through to get your idea across. Oh, it was awesome. It was so great. So,
What
yes.
is this? Iris
the
edition.
Iris edition. So this is Andy.
Oh.
Andy. Yeah.
Oh,
Andy
yeah,
Needham hit us
Andy
up
Needham
in.
has that. Yep.
Hit us up in Slack and was shilling his Iris editions. So.
Yeah,
Oh, dope.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, you like how it just disappeared?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. There you go.
Yeah. So these are super cool stuff.
Sounds really, like Spyro Gyro.
Right?
Yeah.
Spyro Gyro.
Spyro Gyra. The jazz band Spyro Gyra?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, bring back some of them gyros.
Gyro, Gyro,
Gyro.
Gyro.
Spyro
Gyro.
Gyro.
Yeah.
Spyro Gyro.
We also have one from Neil. You want to read the email?
Yes. Let me read the email. Yeah, I want to share with you an NFT drop that I'm doing in collaboration with my brother Sean on Foundation, set to release November 1st, so coming up next week. Sean creates physical art pieces that merge high-end materials with LED lighting, and we want to find a way to combine our skills to create something that transcends the digital NFT space. So he came up with a series of NFT animations representing 3 small handcrafted acrylic LED and bamboo display pieces physically built by Sean. The first collector of each NFT will also receive the animation's corresponding physical piece. That's cool. It will be listed as a split release on the Hilk Built page here.
Hilk Built.
And for now, we have posted a promo video for the drop on our socials. It's on Twitter.
What is going on with all of this? It's a weird link. It combined a Twitter and Instagram link together. There we go. This account does not... What is going on? HTTPS. There we go. There it is. What we got? Oh!
Yes. We'd greatly appreciate it if you mentioned on the podcast. And then also the following Monday when the collection goes live. So it goes live next Monday. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, here we go.
Here's something that just happened. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm interrupting, but I thought this was so funny. So Pac just released this NFT for people that are haters. So you have to respond with a tweet that you made that was hateful towards him in the past in order to win an NFT.
Oh, that's
can I send him a video from one of our podcasts?
That could work. Yeah, if you were butting about his work and saying it's so stupid or whatever, that'd be perfect. You'd probably win an NFT from him, and that'd be funny. A lot of money.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I love the way he messes with the community. It's just the other day, like in his Discord server, all of a sudden he created some new channel called Deathmatch. It was like #Deathmatch, and just appeared out of nowhere. And everyone jumped in there and like wrote !Deathmatch to try and get the collab land bot to give them access to whatever it was, you know? And so the chat would just go like scrolling so fast, and then he would stop it. And then he'd like release like a GIF of a nuke and then like let it go again. And everyone just like was freaking out. And ultimately it resulted in nothing, but it was a hilarious like social experiment. And then like a month ago, he did I ever tell you guys about FOMOverse?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
You
okay.
Did. Yeah.
Okay. So that was another really funny kind of similar instance where that one, it was just a site. I think, I talked about it in the last episode of the drop, but it was a site just designed to create FOMO and tokenize FOMO. I managed to get one, but like if you got in too early, you wouldn't get it. If you got in too late, you wouldn't get it. It was just, and it was, like,
hilarious.
Out of nowhere, you know, and like it was free. It was essentially a free NFT that immediately skyrocketed to being worth 8 ETH because there's only 1,000 of them. Now it's back down to like 4 or 5, and it's also a 50% royalty to him. So it like very much dissuades people from flipping it. So you know how I had that drop called The Title, where it was like the unsellable, the unsold, the you know, the cheap, the collector, the whatever. This one people were coining the unflippable because it doesn't.
Funny.
You have to like literally double the value in order to flip it. But yeah, in that vein, I don't know. Did I mention this last time? The video series about Pac.
I don't think so.
Okay, there's like a whole film series. It's about an hour long total. It's this YouTube channel called The Defiant. It's the Defiant Guide to Pac, and it's like this guy analyzed Pac and his work. If you don't understand Pac, watch this and you'll become a fan, like 100%. It's a 3-part series, and I just posted it in the chat. And it just goes into like his whole career and like how much more than just a visual artist he is, and all the things he's doing behind the scenes. Wow. He's like the true OG. He brought Beeple in, and at this point, I think he's actually made more money than Beeple, because his Lost Poets drop, even though it went under the radar, that was a $70 million drop, and then there's the on top of it, and he already had like 50-60 million. So like, yeah, dude is like, he's my favorite NFT artist at this point. Like,
what's the web page where you can see who's the top crypto artist in ETH?
CryptoArt.io.
Okay.
Yeah, but the issue with that site is it doesn't include collectibles on OpenSea. It doesn't include. It's only the one of like NFT market, and also it doesn't. It's weird because it'll scale with the value of ETH. So it says that I've made over $1 million, which is not true.
And you're like, oh, damn it.
Damn it. There were like a lot of mistakes I made at first, of course. And then the other thing that's weird that happens is sometimes like it doesn't show my Maker's Place drop, because Maker's Place issued that drop themselves from their end. So that doesn't get included. So there's a lot of data that's either included or not included, or if like you have drop something under a different username, that won't be there, or like collab drops and stuff like that. So it's cool, but it's imperfect. But it's a good way of looking at the one-of-one art market, like at a glance, and seeing how it's doing.
What's Mr. Keyframe's question here? I heard Beeple was somehow involved with the what? Sorry, it's cut off on my screen. I can't see it.
With the guy who paid for his NFT. Can you guys?
He's talking about Metacodin. There was like some slight controversy maybe over the B20 token at first, in that Beeple had some shares of that, but I don't think that he asked for that, or I don't know. Like that's just a weird situation. That token kind of ended up being like a pump and dump that we all lost money on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I lost my $50 I put into it or whatever it was, but
and into it and lost it all.
Ooh.
I mean,
but like, you never know. I mean, it could come back.
It will not come back.
That's funny.
It's still good. It's still good, right?
It's still good. It's just a little wet. It's still good. It's still good.
Oh boy! Look who's here.
Oh boy! Hi, Dorpy.
Hey, just thought I'd stop by and say happy Halloween.
Oh, there you go.
Hey! I got a question for you.
Yeah, bring it.
What kind of dog does Dracula have? Bloodhound.
Hey, a bloodhound. All right.
Yeah, it's getting kind of late where I'm at. Whoa, I'm feeling kind of weird. Uh-oh. What happened to him? What's going on? You can't hear it, but there's lots of thunder going on right now on the stream. I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Man.
You turned into a girl.
Oh, I got a little lightheaded there for a second. I don't know what's going on.
I love that it's the same voice.
So, anyway, yeah, I'll just keep going. I'm feeling better now. David and EJ, I've really been loving your art lately. Really been getting into it. I guess you could say it was love at first bite.
Thanks, Scary Dorpy.
Scary Dorpy.
Scary. I feel just fine. I have the energy of a puppy.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I'm getting a little hungry. I should probably go wolf something down.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, Dorpy, where would you sell your NFT?
I don't know. I'm going to get out of here, though. I just like to say before I leave, fangs for the memories.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
And he's looking a little different today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Must be a full moon.
Maybe he didn't have his coffee? I don't know.
Is that Wolf brand chili?
Yeah. Oh, EJ, were you gonna shill something? Did you have something? You had.
Yeah, I had. If you scroll back some hands.
Oh, here we go. I got some link. Is it the Hazim? What? Hazim.
It's the one that it's like a Halloween themed drop.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait, where is that?
If you go back.
It's the top. Ooh, these are pretty.
Yeah. So
like
Sylvia.
Oh, okay, I see. On
Sylvia has this. She's got a ton of really awesome characters.
Oh,
like her. Like I love her style. And so she made this whole series of Halloween themed characters, which are super dope. I love like the packaging and like it just flips like a card.
Oh, yeah,
And
those are
if you
amazing.
collect all of them, you get like a special bonus one. So up until this point, I got one of each. So I'm excited to see what else comes out.
fun.
I think
I
she's
love
got a
this.
couple more drops this week.
I love the light. Like it looks like a night light on that one. That was pretty cool. The first one.
Yeah, I
Look
love-
at that. Looks like a little light switch or something.
Pumpkin one, yeah.
Yeah.
But she's actually made like she's got a ton of stuff on
God, these are pretty.
OpenSea. Super like her. Go check out her super rare page because it's like completely different from this stuff.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
It's incredible.
Why isn't this coming up? I got stuff that's not coming up today. For
Yeah, no,
some reason.
same for me.
Hen just sucks
There you
ass.
Yeah,
It's
there you
just
go.
Kicking yuck.
Yeah.
I love
Pick it up.
love this texture on this one right here. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
But she's
Guys.
made like real vinyl toys that
Oh,
I
that's
bought
rad.
one of and I'm still waiting to get. But yeah, she's really awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Did you have
Did you guys
another
hear?
one? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, EJ can show his stuff first, and then I'll.
Oh, I had so Winbush was talking about. Yep, that's it. So that's the China show that Winbush was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's Winbush, I believe. Yeah, Revillo, myself, James Fried Pixels, I think, is in this show. So it's like pretty dope.
That's
This
awesome.
Is like my first. I know it's Revillo's, and James's first like physical gallery show. So hopefully they show some cool pictures of the actual physical gallery because Winbush shared a picture of the show where it was like his work, 3 pieces, just like in like an art gallery with the descriptions underneath. And I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Have a physical show.
I want to
like,
do something like that. I think it would be really cool to do like a art show or something like that. Like do it both online and like in a in like an art gallery or something like that. Like rent out an art gallery, you know, do screens and stuff like that. Say we're going to be having an auction or blah blah blah, you know, get a bunch of cool artists or NFTs that we already own, you know, and auction those off. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Hit up Bart and see if they can use his space. His space is dope. Like
we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
we talked about
but
it.
then also having a ton of people walk through his space.
I don't think
you know might be. Yeah.
May
not be that
But
great.
he did find a cool place here locally where we could do something like that. So
that'd be super
We're talking
cool.
about having some sort of like redo of GFW C4D and then maybe do like the local, you know, local artist thing and then maybe travel around or something and do like these little mini shows or something along with like a, you know, a cinema, maybe a Cinema 4D meetup during the day, and then at night, kind of the more like crypto bro-y people can show up and do,
Well,
you know,
I mean, you could keep
they
it
don't want to
very
sit through
Mograph
C4D
focused.
lessons. Yeah,
Like just Mograph community, like Camp Mograph vibe, you know, NFT show, you know,
in
where
the
people that
forest.
like maybe not have sold anything before or hasn't sold much, like they can get their work, you know, out in front of people. And
we got to get that hologram technology going, because how fun would that be to have like a forest showing where like they're all just floating in the forest and you're just walking around.
Got to get some of those looking glass hologram displays.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you could achieve that with, you know, an iPhone and some shrooms in the forest. And just start scrolling on Nifty while on shrooms in the forest. But it would be a lot cooler if you could do it for everybody. Do a little bit of holograms.
Yeah, just next Camp Mograph, just get a VR headset and some shrooms as you check in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's your shrooms.
Here's your shrooms.
Imagine
Here's
the
your
insurance
pillow.
on that one. Man.
Well, it's legal. It's legal in Oregon.
That's true.
Yeah, well,
that's true.
But the next one may not be in Oregon.
I know.
Yeah, we could go back to Oregon
Actually,
for that one.
we're going to check out one. We're going to check out 2 in 2 weeks. We're going to check out 2 different camps, and we're going to make a decision from there.
Nice.
I'm very excited about
Can
them.
you
Amazing.
hint as to where they are?
Nope.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
Does it rhyme with kawaii?
Yeah, right.
Here's the thing about Hawaii. I have considered Hawaii, you know, and the thing is, if you go to a camp at Hawaii, the ones that all I've looked at, why would you go to camp at Hawaii? You know, like It's, I mean, like, you got cool things that you can do at camp here, but like if you go to Hawaii, you're gonna want to just sit at the beach.
You're gonna want Hawaii,
drink, and like, you know, you're gonna want a Hawaii. You're gonna want to be aloha.
Yeah,
you know.
It's just resort.
Maybe there's
like resort Mograph
exactly.
resort
You
destination
don't need to always
Mograph.
have the kind of camp,
structure,
camp theme. Or not the camp theme, but you know what I mean. Like, it can just take place on a beach. It doesn't have to be like this, nostalgic, like, kids camp kind of thing every time.
See, if we were gonna do something like that, it would be destination Mograph. And what we would do is we would probably rent out, like, a bungalow or something like that, or like a hotel, and get like a special rate and be like, all right, everyone, whoever wants it, this is a special rate. Just get there.
Dude, you can go think of Castle Mograph. I know that there's like places you can rent in Europe that like you can get a whole castle.
Mograph murder mystery.
Entire castle.
We're gonna do that for our honeymoon at some point. Like, that was the idea, was like rent out a whole castle for all our friends.
That's a really good idea.
It's surprisingly cheap to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, how many rooms? Like, castles have tons. Like, that stupid Downton Abbey house has like 150 rooms.
Only one will survive.
I think that one would cost more than the
Mograph Abbey.
Mograph
Abbey.
Real quick, I got a couple more things to drop. Have you guys heard about Coinbase NFT?
Yes.
I heard that they were doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the sign-up wait list. This is the coolest thing. Is the wait list is over 2 million. I haven't checked. It might be 2.5 million. So just a few months ago, there were on OpenSea 50,000 users. Now there are 500,000 users. With Coinbase, probably 2 million.
Wow.
So like, it is exponentially exploding. So that's like some very bullish news.
Are those people that are wanting to create or just be on the platform? Is that like
collect?
To collect. Okay, collect.
Not artists. There's
renting out castles is awesome. I totally want to do this.
Super cheap, right? Can't be that expensive.
Yeah, well, it depends. Now, like, this one has 23 bedrooms. It sleeps 50, but it's $52,000 for a week. That's a lot of money.
David, what you said it's collectors. These are 2 million collectors have signed up.
There are people active in the market as far as like collecting on OpenSea. And if you go to dune.xyz, that's a really good site for analytics. And in general, like, you can just scroll down and they've got like, you can look at just how the market's doing in general. Like, they've got graphs for all of OpenSea and how it's growing over time. So I don't know. I like to keep my eye on that one.
Yeah.
Just to see as general like glance of how the market is doing. And then for people that are like hardcore into like collecting and flipping profile pics, there's this other site called Nansen. I think it's Nansen.ai that allows you to track like where the smart money is going and what projects people are aping into and when.
What's it called?
I think it's Nansen.ai. Let me look.
How do you spell that?
I'll paste it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually have a subscription. It's a subscription service that allows you to track a lot of these analytics. So people are taking this as seriously as any kind of other crypto investing and tracking data as to, and so, this market is very different. The collectibles market is very different from the people that collect one-of-one art. There's often overlap, but the collectibles, people are often just trying to flip and make a profit and treat it as an alt.
CryptoPunks.
So that's all I got. I'm obsessed with mutant cats lately.
Yeah, how are the mutant cats doing?
They're doing pretty good. It's I just love the community. They're constantly like putting on fun events. They have like a DJ in there one day. They're just doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And it's a DAO, so they're constantly buying blue chip NFTs. They bought a CryptoPunk. They bought a Fidenza, which the Fidenza was 750,000. They bought 3 apes and 11 cool cats, and those are fractionalized and distributed to the holders of the mutant cats as fish tokens. So essentially, it's a utility token, it's a weird rabbit hole to go down, but it's like
wow.
It's the first big DAO. So DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization, and essentially it's just a group of people coming together. So this is like it's more focused on the community than and building up the community and the utility versus like the art. The art is not amazing. It's based on Cool Cats essentially, and they made like mutant versions, just like the Bored Apes made mutant apes. But the reason the collection's doing so well, and there's a couple others that are competing with it. There's one called Head DAO, and some others like there's one that bought initially cryptodes that to back their coin and whatnot. But yeah, the idea is just like you're coming together. Your mutant cats become a vote. So I've got 12 of them, and so that means I get 12 votes in what the next thing we're going to buy is, and all sorts of other decisions as a community. And then they're also creating this set of gorillas, which will then eat the fish. So you like earn fish passively by staking. And it's got over 90% staked at this point, which creates a supply shock because there's so few NFTs in the collection you can actually buy. There's only like 260 right now that you can buy. So that means the floor goes up really quick. If a whale jumps in there and sweeps the floor, it's a powder keg waiting to blow essentially. And so the fish tokens, the way that it's going to work is you're going to feed them to the gorillas. The gorillas are going to produce a serum. The serum you can use to upgrade your mutant cats. So essentially you create an ecosystem of NFTs and all of this stuff. And like traditional DAOs are way more boring.
Gamifying, you're just gamifying it. Yeah. That's all they're doing. They're
Tamagotchi
just gamifying
eat your heart out.
Right.
Yeah,
and
right.
They do it well, and they're like so responsive as a community. They're having like AMAs all the time. They've got contests, and like it's a very active and alive community. And if more and more people are integrated into the community, then that's what's going to drive up the floor price, and that's what's going to drive up like this collection as a whole. So it's a different way to approach this model. It's not necessarily about the art so much as the dynamics and the utility. So that's why I've kind of gotten super down the rabbit hole on that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just hate that like the best looking NFT collectible, the Mechaverse stuff, just had the shittiest launch. And like something
it's
like
down to
Mutant Cats,
1.3.
I would love to get in
1.3
on that.
ETH right now.
What is it?
1.37 ETH.
Yeah, but it's like Mutant Cats. I look at that and I'm like, I don't want to collect that. It doesn't look good to me.
No, but
it's all about the community and all the aspect that you just laid out.
Others, there was one called the Surreals that I bought into a couple weeks ago because I loved the art. But sadly, that one hasn't done as well. Like I think that people are starting to expect that there's utility added to the NFTs in the future. That the developers are constantly adding more to the roadmap, creating more incentives for holding these NFTs.
And literally, and if you wait too long before making any announcement, I think this is the biggest thing. There were so many people in the Mechaverse Discord that it ended up hurting it. Yeah, because there were so many people, one, who were sour about not being picked out of the 176,000 people that that
and a lot
they
of
raffled.
Bots too. Like probably half of those are bots.
I mean,
we can't all be Matt Milstead,
Well, whatever. It's not going to be worth anything here come a month from now.
You should have sold.
Nah, I should have. And then bought a couple now. But what sucks is like, it's like, I don't know, like. The nobody hates Mechaverse more than the owners of Mechaverse. Like seriously, I've never I'm in the Mechaverse driver thing, and all they do is just talk shit about Mechaverse, and it's like, why isn't there an update? We've waited 20 minutes. Why isn't there an update? It's like, dude, shut the fuck up for like a day. And just let the people sit back and like be happy about their accomplishment of making $45 million in a day, and then maybe they'll give you some sort of update. I'm sorry that it took an extra like day or an extra couple hours for them to mint everything, and so you get all these people who are super negative about everything that happened with Mechaverse, and it's like, oh, there was fraud. No, there wasn't fraud. Someone actually had to write an entire article about how everything was done correctly, and it's like, but the thing is, it's like
there was a rumor going around that they gave preferential treatment to their friends and sent them more rare NFTs.
There was, but the thing is, they came back and they said, it just so happened that I got a rare one.
Right.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to auction it off, and give that money to charity. You know what? It sucks. It sucks that was a situation that happened, and it totally fucking blew the Mechaverse straight down the shithole. Because
like
they are some of the most beautiful ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I absolutely love the art. That's why I don't think I'll ever sell it unless it goes up in price. But the thing is, like, yeah, they've now come out with a roadmap and stuff that they're gonna do, and it's like you can change the background, coming soon, because people were, the background is white. You should have just changed it so that they didn't look the same. It's like, dude, stop fudding and just shut the fuck up and just let this thing actually happen. I'm very pissed about this because, like, the scene from The Simpsons when what's his name, the groundskeeper Willie is talking about how Scotland ruins Scots, or England, the Scots hate the English just like the Scots hate, and no one ruins Scotland just like the Scots did. That's straight up what this is. Mechaverse, like the owners of or the people who didn't get a Mechaverse are the ones who hate Mechaverse so much that it's causing it to just take a shit down the whatever.
Yeah.
So you should buy now. So
I mean, the thing is,
if I have a
if
chance
you're gonna
of
buy
getting a physical one, like I'll buy in.
I mean,
now.
that's in the roadmap. They're talking about doing 3D prints of it. It's like
Yeah.
all these things that the people wanted. They're like, okay, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And it's like,
They're like, nope, too late.
You make 45 million.
I'm just gonna go ahead and sell mine because I'm so worried. I've got hands made out of paper, and I just need to get rid of this.
I think
But when you make $45 million or whatever, like this is their full-time job now, right? Like,
Yeah,
this is the project they're going
absolutely.
to work on for however many years. So it's like stupid to be so short-sighted
Absolutely.
and sell right away.
What were you saying, David?
I don't remember. Actually.
I am mad, Andy. I'm very mad about this whole thing.
I'm
mad that I didn't sell at 9 ETH and then buy like 5 more at 1.3 ETH.
That's true of any I've had that same feeling so many times in this space. Like, I had a ferocious piece that I sold for 2.5 grand after holding it for like 4 months, and then it blew up to being worth 40K. Like, there have been so many times like that where in retrospect you're like, I should have done this. And it creates that horrible feeling of FOMO,
right?
Or whatever.
It's just like it, but it's like the people who, it's even the people who are the drivers in the mech channel or whatever. They're just shitting on the project so much. It's like, dude, why are you even in this? Why are you in this Discord? And the I will say they need to do something about the Discord. Because like there's so much negativity. If they would have just like had a moderator in there actually like clearing out people who were just shitting on the brand, it's like it wouldn't have happened.
Of like the marketing working almost too well to the point where it caused the FOMO and hype to be just overblown to the point where projects like these can skyrocket up to the top so quickly and then crash just as fast as they skyrocket. This happened to a lesser degree with Oniforce. That one, everyone saw it coming. Everyone was like, let's jump into this. Like, and it did. It skyrocketed up to like, I don't know, 6 or 7 ETH. And then now it's back down to almost 1. And I think that
1.3.
Yeah, it can be an issue with overhyped drops that everyone sees coming are often not the best plays to make. It's turning out to be the case,
The thing is, like, I still believe in mechas. I think they're great. I think it was a great project, and I really like it. What's stupid is I've seen so many people who are like, yeah, I want a mech. I'm gonna buy a mech once it comes out, and now the thing has been released, and I don't know any of my friends who said I want a mech are actually going in and buying it at this cheap price. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, I think just because of all the negativity, no one wants to like jump in because I mean, even like all the ones that are the cheapest are like the ones that people were complaining about, where it's like, oh, it's a slight color difference, you know.
Mine looks the same. Oh yeah, absolutely, but it's still cool.
Yeah.
Well, we have hit our 2.5 hours. Like we
we should probably call it.
But there,
David,
I got two.
People want you to come back for every episode.
I know.
Drop, and
I
I'm
know.
telling you.
Awesome.
I'm telling you.
I can drop it in more frequently.
Yeah. We should do a monthly thing. We should make it a
monthly.
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds
Let's make it a monthly thing.
David Ariev's drop in. The drop in.
He gives us a yeah. All right. Cool.
He'll drop in on the drop.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
They gotta play with the Octane Jesus thing, like the.
You put a couple other links in here, EJ.
Oh yeah, so this show you site is like the sushi swap. So just like Coinbase has their own NFTs thing coming out, the sushi swap is coming out with their own NFT site called Show You. And I'm not sure, like, and David, you'll probably know, like the max upload limit for these NFT sites. This one is 500 megabytes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's much bigger than Super Rare is 50.
Yeah.
Foundation is 50. Maker's Place is 200, which is why I love Maker's Place for long format content. And then Nifty is 300. 888, the New World's going to be at least 300. And then that's what you just said. 500. That's amazing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for Super Rare, I was going to release a mirror box piece as my Genesis, but because my mirror boxes are so high, have so much high frequency detail, they look like absolute trash when they're compressed. And down to 50 megabytes, especially for like a 2-minute piece, it was just unrecognizable. So I decided not to go with it. I actually complained like publicly in a nice way to try and like light a fire under Super Rare's ass to like do something about this. Like there's no reason that the premier platform like Super Rare is exceeding Nifty Gateway these past several months. It's at 28 million for this month. Nifty's at like 18. So it is the best place to drop your NFTs as a one-of-one artist.
So when are they going to start like opening things up for artists? You know, like
they got their whole Rare thing with their own cryptocurrency, and I don't know what. Like they just announced that you'll be able to do like splits, like shared cool. Like wallet splits and stuff. But yeah, it's funny how some places are like way ahead. Like I know Maker's Place just announced like a whole bunch of upgrades too, where they're going to have like cheaper minting.
Yeah, they did.
Cheaper gas fees.
Smart contract to give cheaper gas fees. That's great. I wish Maker's
like
Place
this show you
too.
This show you has unlimited like collaborator thing in their smart contracts. So you could literally collaborate with like 100 people or something like that.
That's great. I mean, like it right now, like the way I've been doing is I just send the ETH to people after I'm paid, and that creates an annoying tax situation where I have to like write a million.
Well, and if you want to deal with royalties, like that's a whole nother thing.
Yep. So the splits are like such a necessary feature. But yeah, like again, like that would be my number one request is just increasing the file size limit because it's excluding so many people that make long form content. And it was cool. Like I'm so happy that Immortalis had such a good reception. Because that actually, like, a lot of people that I know, like the Dink, who's like an amazing artist, like Houdini artist, he was like rooting for it and for me because of the fact that it's a longer form video. He's like, hell yeah, long form. Like so many people want to release short films as NFTs, and that's not really done a whole lot yet, partially because of the file size limitations. And what stunned me was Raoul Marx actually reached out to me and said that he's like my idol, right? He's like the guy I always talk about. He's my biggest inspiration. And he was like, hey, dude, your sale inspired me to go and sell my piece, That's great. It's just so crazy to me. So like, I think long form is coming and hopefully these platforms will make way for that and, make better circumstances for us.
Yeah. I agree.
There's Matt, you put something else in here?
Oh yeah, this is just the slim hoods. Yeah, I love the slim hoods. I think the slim hoods was a really fun project for people. And they're real cheap right now. They're 0.02 ETH. I went ahead and picked one up. I picked one up that looks like Amy. So
there was one guy on TikTok, and I meant to put it. I'll put a link in the show notes, but he purposely decided, how could I make like the dumbest NFT thing ever? And he, over the course of a weekend, built a site where he's just selling shapes. And it cost him like a lot of money to mint all of these and try this experiment just to see what happens. But I'm interested to see where that goes once it actually drops. So I'll put that in there.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
David, I got your link to the Mac Miller Colors and Shapes. I actually saw your post last
cool.
week, so I pulled that up on the show last week.
Oh, good.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so you guys have already talked
amazing,
about that.
freaking
Yeah,
amazing.
that one's just incredible. Yeah, not to do with NFTs, but like one of the most beautiful pieces of animation I've ever seen.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, you want to wrap up this drop?
Yeah. If anyone has any drops that they'd like to shill on the show, shoot us an email, info@mograph.com, and we will shill them on the show. Until next week, let's get back into the regular podcast.
All right.
Drop. Is this the fucking mic drop? This is exactly what I should be doing.